Hi everyone, I'm a Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Thanks for checking out the video. Last episode, we finished our kill zone, made it quite formidable. We also fended off starvation, finally got some kibble back, and we're making some food for our own people. Papiana gave birth, I believe, to Phineas. That may have been the episode before, but regardless, Phineas is a new baby in our colony. We also built another long-range mineral scanner, and we are, this episode, going to make sure that we're making things way more efficient. Our waste pack storage that was over here is now going to become a whole bunch of biosculptor pods. You'll notice that they're forbidden because I don't currently need them, but they're there just in case and when I do need them. So we're going to finish this area at some point this episode and make there be some gene assembly units, because we definitely have quite a few people that are currently, for example, Maker, they have no xenogenes, so anything we implant will only be a benefit to them. We just need to make sure we pick the right genes. So we're really going to work on that over the next couple episodes and try to make some headway this episode as well. What we're trying to do also is get everybody to a point where we have enough armor. We currently have 12 marine armor. And that's going to be what we do for the bulk of this episode. I want to see what else is going on in the world. This is there's wood here, but it's a camera pack. They're our friends. We don't want to do anything to them. There's some leather here. We really don't care about that. So I think all we're going to do is we're going to tune our long-range mineral scanners to plasteel. We're going to turn off this ground-penetrating scanner. Well, that was crazy thunder in real life. So we're going to have both long-range mineral scanners. And we're going to tune them to plasteel, because that is the thing that's actually holding us back right now. We literally have 1 plasteel and 9,000 steel. We can't make advanced components without plasteel. And so it's just becoming a little bit of a headache for us. We need marine armor, we need other things, and we need plasteel for all of it. So my hope is that we can get researchers that are going to be here, they're going to scan, and then I could send people on a couple of horses, because plasteel is not that heavy. I could send them on horses just to kind of grab it real quick. So actually, just to double check that, plasteel weighs 0.25. That's right, I remember that. So 400 plasteel, which is normally within a in a seam, or a vein, I should say, an ore vein, is about 400. So that's about 100 kilograms. So I could send 1 or 2 horses and be totally fine. Okay. Okay, let me deconstruct that. I thought that you only get the benefit of 2 death rest accelerators, but it's actually, Zach has 3 attuned to him. Interesting. We also changed this to be all hay last episode. You know, if you've been watching for at least a few episodes, we have these mech nodes here, these mech boosters. And these are here actually really truly, I mean, it's a lot of power. It's 1200 watts. And they're really just to rearm the traps. Now I'm going to keep them because I'm good with power. I'm fine. If I need to skimp and shave some power off, then I'll know that I can do that here. But the thing that I'm noticing, it actually requires a complete redesign of my base, and so I'm not really wanting to do it. But if I put mech boosters in here where I have my hay, my Agrahans would sow it and harvest so much quicker. Oh, logging worksite. Good, we need it. We need some wood. We're gonna go right now and get it. Yeah. No waiting, no waiting. We're just gonna go. Let's go. Form a caravan, go get the wood. Go with Zach and Kate and Tiffy and Balakay. And the militars, of course. Now, there are 15 people there. Maybe it may have said 16, but I think it's at least 15. Balakay doesn't have a weapon. That's fine. We'll have to remember to get one. And I think we'll be okay with 4 people and 6 militars. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, we got... What do we take? We need... So it's wood, so we're going to take some of the ones that could carry a little bit more now. It's 1,500 wood, I think, and wood is how much? Wood is... I don't have wood here. Oh, there I do. 0.4 kilograms, so it's 1,500. Okay. Oh, okay, we'll have plenty. We'll have plenty just with this right here. We're not going to need any more. We'll take just a couple more, though, because we're going to need it. For the things we're going to deconstruct. But that's it. That's all. Oh, wait, what's that say? Your caravan contains a mechanoid, but not their overseer. What do you mean? Militar. Ah, that's right. One of these is for Fluff. Alright, so as I was explaining before I interrupted myself, these mech boosters, right? If I'm really going to rely on my Agrahans, each of these mech boosters increases the speed with which a mech works by 50% and their speed by 15%. So to really make it effective, I would have to do something like, you know, something like this and this, and I'd have to rearrange this whole area. Maybe I'd keep it square and not worry about those corners, that kind of thing. Although I don't see myself doing that. It's just a waste to overlap them. It makes me not want to do it at all, to be honest. But I know, like, this right here, and this is like mind-numbing. Look how long it takes them. And I'm on double speed right now. That's so long. Okay, Pelican just had slow runner gene taken out of them. Fluff just had super fast wound healing. Carriers of this gene heal from wounds 4 times as fast as normal, so that's a great one. And then great animals. Howie has that one. So none of these are... Adds 1 level of passion in animals and +8 to animals. That's great. So if you haven't been around for a few episodes, why are we looking at genes? Well, some are baseliner people. Like Maker, for example. You go to your bio, you hit that baseliner, and you see in the Xenogenes area, there's nothing here at all. I'll zoom in real quick. So there's nothing in the Xenogenes area, right? But then you go to somebody like Fluff, and here's all the Xenogenes. Here's the germ line genes at the top, and then here's the Xenogenes. Each of these Xenogenes dictates how they actually, act in the world and what they can do. So, for example, Fluff has reduced pain. Pain is 50% less than normal. She's also great melee. Her melee is +8 and adds 1 level of passion in melee. And so on, right? So we initially said that we can get rid of her Go Juice dependency by taking all the bad ones, like Awful Art and Awful Social, taking all those away and injecting her with the new Xeno Germ, which replaces the Xenogenes. While we were doing that, though, we discovered that we have people like Maker that have none, people like Howie that have some other ones. See, these are baseline ones for Howie. We can add a Xenogene to maybe offset certain things of his. Things that make him move faster and all that. So what's the trade-off, you're asking? Well, actually, let me zoom back in. The trade-off is in the hunger rate. So if you have a complexity of 13 and a metabolic efficiency of -1, each of these things will impact that and basically make the hunger rate go up. Now, we're so rich with food, despite the fact that we just had a rough patch, we're so rich with food that if we had people that had to eat double the rate, the hunger rate, that'd be fine. So we're not at the mercy of having to incorporate bad genes like awful mining that would make the metabolic efficiency become better, because that's the trade-off. A worse gene, a bad gene, makes you have to eat less. A good gene, like great animals, makes you have to eat more. So we're not at the mercy of having to do that. I'm potentially just going to kind of take all good ones and inject them in people. So we'll see how that works out. Bulk Goods Trader from Urkamro Pact. Hello, Crocodile. Welcome to Hope. I see you have a yak. All right, Crocodile. What do you have for us? Well, let's check the elephant. You have some leather, some chicken meat, some pemmican, some Yorkshire Terrier meat, a bunch of corn, some wood. Okay, well, we're probably going to buy some of this stuff from you. There's Shah, 32 years old. Chakin, you are our best. You are our moral guide. Why can't? Oh, you're in the Biosculptor pod. Okay, your backup is Fleeb. Okay, what do you have for us? I looked at it already, but I'm just gonna double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. So you know what I just realized? I just sent my people off without armor. On that caravan. I probably should turn them around. I only just realized that. That was a bad mistake. So I could buy some corn. Do I have corn? We'll just buy some. Since we've been so low on food, we're just going to buy some. They're almost there. I'm gonna roll with it. If I lose anybody, it'll be completely my fault. They are there. I did have time to turn them back. So let the record show I did have time to turn them back. They're not wearing armor. First thing, you know what we always do? We make a little area to protect our animals. And then we tell them to go there. Oh boy. You know what? I am gonna play it safer. Gonna move my animals here. I'm gonna put my people here. Animals, you're supposed to go the other way. Why are they still going this way? I guess they were pathing that way. Okay, fine. Alright, so these guys, they have bows. We're okay. I'm going to be smart, like I said. We're going to put Balakay there. We're going to put Tiffy right here. We're going to put Kate and Zach back here for just some protection. Or maybe I'll put them over here, actually. And my militars we're going to put here. How fast Zach is. He's crazy fast. Zach moves at 8.81 cells per second. Kate is 6.58. Alright, they're just out of range. Oh no, Balakay doesn't have a weapon. Oh no. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. This is not what we should be doing here. Okay. We're gonna load something here. And we're gonna load we're gonna be smart. We're gonna load 4 things in marine armor, an assault rifle into here. We're gonna have them prioritize loading this. We're holding on. We're pausing. Beep, beep. And now this should load it, and that should be it. Okay, it's loaded. Let's launch. Where are my people? Let me make sure. Don't want to make that mistake, too. They're there. Okay. This was a mistake, but a mistake that we can correct. So we didn't bring armor with us, and we didn't bring a weapon for Valakay. And you know what? Just because... Let's load. Fleeb, you want to go for a ride? Oh no, he can't. He can't go for a ride. Okay, fine. Oh no. Can I do that? Can I? I want to load. It says caravan mass 52. Oh, it won't matter. Okay, so it's saying that because if you land somewhere. Okay, so here's the caravan mass up here. So you could actually start a caravan somewhere. You're sending them with some weapons, some armor, and it's saying that if you try to send this right now, the caravan won't be able to move because Fleeb can only carry a certain amount of weight. Well, I'm sending this to a map with other people, so we're okay. So Fleeb, get on in there. You're going for a ride. We need some reinforcements. Let's launch. We're going to go here. We're going to zoom in and choose a landing spot. And it's going to be right here. There we go. Oh, hey, Fleeb, how you doing? All right, well, that was a smart thing for me to do. If I do say so myself. Okay. Valakay. Okie doke. Here we go. Now let's get somebody to take a little shot at him. Right there. Tiffy, go for it. Shoot somebody, anybody. Why aren't you shooting anybody, Tiffy? Go ahead, go. There you go. Nice shot. Why aren't they getting aggroed? That's funny. Huh. Well, I'd rather play it safe and have her just keep doing this. I don't know why they're not attacking. There they go. Surprise reinforcements. How many? Oh. 9. Surprise reinforcements, you say? Well then, don't I have something for you? You're not the only one with surprise reinforcements. I think. Who else? Okay, we're going to focus on this group because this group will actually... They'll flee if we can kill like 6 of them total. Who's that? You're gonna die in 1 shot. 2 shots, maybe. Okay, Zach, get this one. I actually want Zach to go and get this one. They should flee now. Why are they not fleeing? They are now. Okay. All right. So where's the other 5 only? Nah, it's not 5. They're attacking my elephants. No, they are trying to. Yes, they are. They're attacking my elephants. Okay. So we need to do something quickly. But first, do a health check. If he's hurt, leave. You don't need to go and kill them. We just gotta get you over here. That's good right there. Hippie, I don't want to play any games. You gotta heal yourself. Balake, you're gonna move over here. Militars will go right to the edge because they can't move without Hippie. Zach and Kate, now's your time to shine. You gotta go and save Nana. She's gonna die, I think. She's dead in 20 hours. So probably the best way of saving her is to try to get these guys to flee. We gotta kill 5, which is right here. 5. Kate, long jump. Zach, long jump. Fleeb, jump. Yeah, they're gonna kill that. They're gonna kill that elephant. Okay, we've killed 2. I want to get her over here and see if she can. Oh, did she kill? They killed Donna? No, they downed her. She's gonna die in 9 hours. She should be okay. Tiffy, how you doing? Oh, good. You're all patched up, pretty much. He's gonna blood feed. He's at 54 hemogen. I want to see what this comes out to be. They are fleeing. Okay. We are good. We're just going to do health checks. I think that we could tend her and tend this elephant. Yep, okay. Zach Bloodfeed again. Yeah, I don't care if you kill her. Well, let's just double check. Yeah, kill her. We have 94 Hemogen now. Good. Okay. Where's Kate? There she is. Alright, good. There you go. Good job, everybody. We fought how many? Well, we killed 19. With 5 people. We would not have been able to do that without armor. Makes me want to have them always wear armor. Zach? Zach, it's a race. You're gonna race Kate. Let's race. Let's do it for real. Come on, come here. Zach and Kate, they're lined up right here. They're gonna race to this door. Zach is so fast. Look how fast he is. I am just so impressed with Zach. There we go. Good job, everybody. Let's get healed up. Make sure we're all okay. Our elephants, you okay? Valentina is being healed. Nona's being healed also. We're just gonna try to get this wood that's here. We are here to get some wood, so we might as well deconstruct. Wow, it's a lot to heal. They got really hurt, these elephants. You know what? Fleeb, move this way. I want to see something. Kate, can you coagulate on this elephant? Look at this elephant right now. I'm having Kate do the coagulate ability. It costs 20 Hemogen. Here is the current status of Valentina. She has 8 different cuts and stabs and whatnot. She's going to die in 6 hours. Let's see what happens when Kate attempts to heal her with coagulate. Wow. All healed. And it only costs 20 Hemogen, which is 1 blood pack. And Tippy's over here still healing Nana. How's things doing back here? Let's get some blood from people. I always think about needing blood. I didn't know that Humongous had a Psychite dependency. Same thing like like Fluff. She'll fall into a coma after 30 days. What's Phineas doing? He's alright. We have a lifter that's wandering. Does that really mean we have nothing for the lifters to do? Wow, there's nothing for lifters to do right now. Okay, well, let's get them doing something then. We wanted this to be the gene assembly area. So... well, you might as well build these coolers. I don't know what it's going to look like over here, but I do know that we're going to do gene extraction. Oh, you can't move these. You only can rebuild them. Well, that kind of stinks, but I'm gonna rebuild them because I don't want them to be where they are. No, I don't like how that is. Gene assembly. Nope. Gene extraction can go here. It's not the proper number of walls or spaces, I should say. How about the assembly? Assembler. Gene. Gene assembler. I don't have any components. That's fine. We'll figure that part out. How many gene assemblers do we need? I don't even know. We should just make one, see. We'll make one right there and we'll see what happens. Now, hypothetically, we'd maybe have 3 gene assemblers or something like that. And then if we did that, trying to think what would make sense here. Because I'm not sure how I'm going to scale this up. I know I want gene banks. Here's the assemblers. I did something like this, like a hallway. And then this becomes like a little room. Gene assemblers, maybe gene extractors. No, I think that, you know what? This is a bad design. Hang on. The reason for that is the gene assembler needs access to the gene banks. Has a pretty large range. but it needs access to the gene banks. So I think what we'll do is we'll put them like this instead. Can I move this one like this? Yeah, I can just put it like that, can't I? Yeah, I like that. Good, great, awesome. Maker is confused because of dementia. Sorry. Wish I could do something to help you. Gene assembler. I'm gonna put it here because I think we're gonna have another row of banks of gene banks, and I don't know how many assemblers I need. So we're gonna say let's just put it there and call it a day. Caravan detected. Hey, you guys done here? Almost. Good. When you're done, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, get this real quick. Just this wood. Yes, yes, yes. 10 wood every tile. That's like 1,000 wood right here. And then we're out. We are out of here. Well, wait, hold on. You didn't get that. That's 3,000 wood. I'm not even able to carry it all. And that's fine with me. I know that may seem dumb, but that's what I'm doing right now. We're going to take the hay. Do we want to take the pemmican? Sure. Herbal medicine? Sure. We're here for wood. Wow, we're able to take all 3,000 wood. Okay, I didn't think I was going to be able to. Good. We got everything that we wanted. Okay, make your way back. I don't love the design that I did here, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, it's kind of a dumb phrase. But I said it. Can't take it back. Not going to edit it out in post. Okay. We have power for everything. I didn't mean for these 2 biosculptor pods to get built, but they were. We are low on components. Okay, so we have 1 gene assembler here. We're thinking we might need 3. I really just don't know what this room's gonna bring. So I'm gonna kind of leave this be for now because I just don't know what my needs are gonna be. But I want to make sure that we're at least kind of cordoned off. So we're gonna do something like that for now. so that way I can air condition just the things that I want to air condition, which is going to be this whole room, which is fine for now. Totally fine. I don't love the design, but it's gonna put some slate doors to get that done. Quest. Oh, that's right. This quest. Do I want this? That cataphract helmet. We could build this thing very quickly, but it's 15 by 37. It would take up this whole area, and then we have to defend it for 15 days. Am I realistically going to make my ship reactor in the next 15 days? That's the question. Can I put it up here? Actually? Hang on. 15 by 37. Let's check. I wonder. I could put it right here. That wouldn't interfere. It would not interfere with my building my ship. But what's the benefit? The benefit is a cataphract helmet, which is really good for somebody like Kate or Zach. There's some recon armor, some plasteel, which is good too, I guess. A psychic animal pulsar. It will drive all animals in the region into a man-hunting rage. Animals currently under your control will not be affected. That's kind of cool. If I'm being attacked and suddenly I need help of like 5 rhinoceroses, I can use that. I think I might just do this quest. It's actually not that much. It's only 2,200 blocks. And I have that easily. I have that all in limestone, actually. I'll just make it all out of limestone and be done with it. Accepted. May have been a mistake, but I accepted it. We only have to defend it for 15 days. Yeah, it can go right here. Can I put it here? No, I can't. Okay, let's just do that real quick. Not a big deal. It's actually going to go fairly quickly, I think. I think the genes that are in here need to be cooled to a certain temperature? Or do they just need to be powered? They just need to be powered. Okay. So then I'm good with my current design. Alright, let's get one long-range mineral scanner on plasteel. I'm going to do the other one for components. Those are going to be the two things that we focus on for now. We need a good jolt of components. We only have one. Beep beep. We are having trouble keeping up with our sowing of fields. unfortunately. Okay, we're out of vegetables to be able to make more kibble. But we have 2,700 kibble, so we're good. We're very good now. And now what should happen is what was happening was the little calves and whatnot, they weren't growing up to the next life phase because they were starving. So now they will, and then my butchering will take back over the right way. Oh, cool. How do we do it? Wait. So see the lines from the mech booster? It's impacting this fabric core, or this lifter, I mean. But the lifter has nothing to do right now. I'm amazed at that. Maybe we need another Agrahand. If our lifters are idle right now. Well, they're not going to be in a second. Let's place all blueprints as... Do I want to do limestone for everything? Let's do limestone for the walls. And for the doors. Tables would be granite. And the tiles would be granite. Now the lifters should be very busy. Let's see what they do here. Yep, there they go. Yep, look, here they go. Look at them. Now, I could make more mech boosters to help them build. But I'm actually not going to do that. Alright. Let's turn these back into prison cells. They were prison cells until we took in 6 refugees, of which only one of them stayed, which was Pelican. And Pelican is a good one. He's really has a burning passion for animals, and he does quite a few other things quite well. Art and construction. He's currently frail, so I actually may put him in one of these biosculptor pods. You know what? I actually should do that. He should go in for... Well... If he gets attuned to it. So if I go for an age reversal and then a bioregeneration, he'll get attuned to it, and the bioregeneration will be shorter than 27.8 days. So I think let's do that first. We're going to have to get comfortable with having multiple people in these biosculptor pods. Because we have an aging population, and we need to keep them under a certain age, otherwise they're going to continue to get old age effects. he goes. Hey guys, good job. I've been eyeing this compact weaponry thing, and I wonder if I can add it to somebody like Kate and Zach, and give them like a hand talon, give them extra things to use. I agree. Psycho. I guess the compact weaponry would actually be better for people that are ranged, so that if they have to fight melee, they can. Good, we're gonna get another haul of corn tomorrow. This is not done. This is not being kept up with. Okay. Caravan's home. Balakay is missing his weapon. How are you missing a weapon? You had an assault rifle, Balakay. Did you drop it or something? Better not have. Takes a lot to build those things. But in the meantime, you can take this assault rifle here. All right, what's next on the agenda, everybody? Who is the one that we're currently trying to... Is it Daesh? Daesh is at 78%. When does Chakan wake up? 3 days. So we can't do anything to make Daesh's certainty go down in the raid ideology. Okay, good. All right, so let's do a quick mission statement of what we're trying to do here. This monument is going to be completed. It's quick. We only have to keep it here for 15 days. We're going to get a decent reward for it. One of those things is going to be a cataphract helmet that Kate is going to wear. We also are going to get to a point where we need to make our starship. I don't know exactly how much room I need, but I do know that I'm going to need to defend it. So I'm going to put concrete here to start, because I'm going to build... I'm pretty sure I can't build it on this sand. And even if I can, you walk at 76% speed. So I'm going to start putting down some concrete. It's quite ugly. I don't really care. It's -1 beauty. How about paved tile? Paved tile is neutral. And steel tile. Okay, fine. It says steel tile for that spaceship look. I'll just do paved tile so that the beauty is neutral. Don't know how much I really need. Let's just do 20 by 20. There you go. This is gonna start where our starship is gonna be. It's finally happening, or finally starting to happen. Manhunter pack. A pack of manhunting boom. I knew it was going to be boom rats. I knew it was going to be boom rats. A pack of manhunting boom rats have entered the area, driven insane by the disease known as Scaria, or Scaria. I'm not sure which one. They will roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. They won't attack doors unless they see someone go through the door. Hide inside and you'll be safe. They also won't attack powered off turrets. Alright, they'll leave the area in 1 to 2 days. You can hide or you can fight. Oh, there's 61 boom rats. 61. Now, that gives me an idea. I mean, how could you not shoot at that with a mortar? Like, how could you not? But if I don't kill them all, then they're going to attack my base, and it's just going to be a mess. Let's do safe zone and get everybody inside. I think all my people are inside. Let's just double check. Yeah, we're all inside. Okay. I mean, they're making a beeline towards something. They will do a devastating amount of damage if they go into my kill zone. So I'm just hoping that they don't. Should I shoot them with a mortar? It would make for a spectacular explosion. I mean, I kind of feel like I should, just because of like scientific purposes or something. Let me get armed up here. That's scary. Where are they going? No. Load up your turret, guys. Your mortar. Are they going for my walls? Are they coming into my base? Don't come into my base. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. It kind of looks like you want to do it. Why are you coming into my base? I thought you weren't going to attack anybody. Oh no, you weren't supposed to attack anybody. You said... You said you weren't going to attack anybody. How fast do they move? So, okay. In dire situations, you should think about this. Click on the boom rat, click on the little eye, and see how fast they move. Move speed 4.6 per second. Cells per second. Now we have a mortar. That's right here. It takes 4 seconds to aim. So that means 4.6 times 4. Okay, we'll just call it 5, 6, 20. This boom rat is going to move 20 cells. So kind of like, maybe like this. That's like, we'll say 7, 8. I mean, it's going to be here. It's going to be here before we get the first shell there. So the only thing I can think of is if I aim here, it'll get the back end of them. But they also may totally miss with the mortar and blow up part of my traps. So, boy. All right, let's see. Come on. Come on, let's see what happens. Sure. Right there. How many seconds to these are done? Half a second. All right, we can aim that one then. Maybe I'll get the back end over here, see if that works out at all. Which it's not, I know. Okay. I have 2 more mortars ready to go. I can't believe that this is what's happening right now. Just can't believe it. Oh. Okay, so it blew up. My mortars blew up 3 fences and 2 traps. Another 2 fences, another 2 traps. So 5 fences and 4 traps. Great shooting, guys. Amazing job. Everybody gets a raise. Good job. I have 2 more shots incoming. Oh, okay. Well, that vaporized. I mean, that vaporized like 35 of them. But this is gonna watch. This is gonna be a problem. Oh boy. Okay, let's zoom in here. Watch this. I mean, is this really what needed to happen to me right now? Oh no, they're shooting mortars again. No, no, no. I forgot to turn them off. Oh no. Guys, you should know. Okay, well, there's only 7 alive. That one's gonna blow up. This one's gonna probably blow up too. Okay, we're good. We're back to... We're okay. Welp. That happened. I guess, I mean, a lot got vaporized. Like, literally vaporized, I think. It's only 35 corpses because there were like 30 right here when one mortar hit, one mortar shell hit and killed like 35 of them in one shot. It was a chain reaction. So, okay. I will say that they did wind up right where I thought they would based on my little sketch there, so I kind of like doing that system. And I suppose we got 24 meat for each approximately, and there's only 18? Or are they already moving them? Yeah, they're already moving them. We'll be able to butcher them. I notice that they're getting hung up on these fences. My people walking through these doors, so maybe I'll just do this to kind of clear the path. I think that the enemy will still get tripped up. That's why it's so important to kind of pay attention to what's happening and reassess and adjust. So now my people will be able to walk through this, not at full speed because they are sandstone auto doors, not wood. But I I can't put wood here because they would be too vulnerable. Okay. Okay. Well, good. Thank you. Good job, everybody. What's next? What's next is really we do need some components. All right, let's see how quick you can get this back in order, Constructoids. Although you are over here doing quite a few projects, but that's okay. A hen is confused. Okay. We need more components, so that needs to be our focus. We have 8100 steel. We're just not making enough components. Meteorite. Oh, you know what? I do have some meteors here. These are all silver. Now, I know that I probably should leave them in meteor form. Unless I need the money. But I also just want to kind of get it because it's there. Is that bad gameplay? I haven't really looked at my map lately. Is there anything around? Like, I guess there's some components here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I haven't missed anything. Everything was here that I thought. All right. As I was starting to say, we're going to have our ship start here. So we need to read about our ship, as we have done with basically everything in this entire game. we're not really looking for outside sources, or we're going on wikis to see what the best way to do XYZ is, or whatever the case may be. We're just trying to read in the game and try to figure it out. So let's see what we really need for here. All right, so ship reactor. Let's read together, shall we? Okay, well, this one's easy. Powers a ship on its journey between stars. Takeoff requires a long power process that is likely to attract raiders. So this is the thing, I do know this, that this is the thing that once you make this and complete it, you get raided for, I think it's 15 days. And it'll be pretty terrible. And if you survive that, then you get to make the rest of the ship or whatever, and hopefully be on your way. So you need one ship reactor. Okay, now ship engines. I guess you need one ship, one engine. A computer core. I need a persona core. A computer core housing a machine persona who can guide a starship through any challenge during a multi-decade starflight. I don't have a persona core. I thought that I did. A hyper-advanced computer core that houses a peak human equivalent machine persona. In its isolated state, the core is dormant. Installed in a proper support structure, however, it can become a mind of great power. Then we need the ship structural beams. A structural beam around which a starship can be constructed includes all the necessary conduits and transit pipes for communications, power, and materials transport. And lastly, the casket, the ship crypto casket. A crypto sleep casket hardened against the dangers of space, capable of maintaining a person in crypto sleep for centuries and surviving atmospheric re-entry. So we need 20 of those because we have 20 people. So we'll be able to do the math on this, but like, for example, just this alone, we need 2,400 steel. That's not too bad, actually. We have 8,000. The ship reactor, we need 350. The structural beams is 200 each. What's the sensor cluster? A multifunction sensor module can scan and signal across the void for communications, threat detection, deception, jamming, and other purposes. Okay. All right, let's get out of that zoom. So if we do like the ship reactor, like if we were to do that here, we have to put the engines here, I guess, right? And then we put the beams wherever. And the caskets. So probably what I'll try to do for next episode is have like how much of each I need and what the calculations are. That's what I think I'll try to do. But we do know the first thing is a ship reactor, and we do know that we need plasteel. So let's do a rough estimate right now. 280 plasteel for the reactor, 140 for the engine, so that's 420. The crypto sleep casket doesn't need any, and the structural beams, I don't know how many structural beams I'm going to need, but it's 40 each. So even if I needed like 5, we're talking 620. That's definitely very, very, very achievable. So we need to get to like, I don't know, 1,000 or more plasteel before we start to really dig into this. Or the reactor's one thing, we could definitely do that soon. But we need the rest of the items for the actual building of the ship. Okay, so I'm thinking, like I said, the design, this could be wrong. It could definitely be wrong, but it would be reactors like here. Ship engines like here. Then we have the structural beam. I suppose it would be like kind of like that, where we put one in the center. We'd center it with the ship reactor. I don't know how many I need, and I assume the caskets need to be attached to the beam. Because in the structural beam supposedly will carry all the conduits and transit pipes for communications, power, and materials transport. So the crypto sleep casket is definitely going to need to be attached to that. So if I did a structural beam like a ship reactor like this, and I did a structural beam, what's that, 1 to 7 across? If I did a center, I'd have to do 4 of these. 1, 2, yeah, that's 6. 4, like that. And then I'd put the crypto sleep caskets on the side, like that on either side. I kind of feel like actually I'd want to put them in the inside. So I would move the structural beams to the outside. But that's not going to work because the ship reactor is not that wide. It's only 7 wide. Unless I could put the structural beam like kind of like that and spread it out. I think I could do that. Because that's 6 wide. So if I did like 3 off to the side, 3 off to the side, we have 1 center one. Then we go up this way, we'd be able to put them in the middle and so on. Yeah, we're going to experiment with that in a minute. That looks like a face. Does that look like a robot face? Like the shading and everything because of the sun. You got 2 eyes. You got the chin, the ears. Here's the ears right here. Okay. Well, that was good. Yeah, this monument's not going to take long at all. I think the reason why it's taking longer is only because we got attacked. And look, they already rebuilt the first little bit here. Polly, how's your learning doing? You're at growth tier 6. Wow, you'll be able to choose 1 passion from 3 options, 1 trait from 4 options. Are you going to make it to growth tier 7 before you get to grow up? Phineas is being breastfed right now, so that's good. Let's do a check on our mechs. Looks like we're actually good with everything. I'd like to harvest this corn tomorrow. Where are my Agrahans? Because if they're not up here with Devilstrand, where are they? They're down here with hay. And dandelions. These take a lot of time. This is very time consuming, the dandelions. For little benefit, so I'm actually going to shrink it just a little bit here. I'm going to do that so it's closer. That's 22 by 28. No, it's not. 21 by 27. We'll cut off half of it. We need our Agrahans doing other things. Alright, the other thing is, Polly, you still down here? No, you're not. Bluff, you are. I want you to call Shalona. Get on the line, see? Ask them. Request the location of a Persona core. Okay, so we just need 1,500 silver. But we can ask them where there's a Persona core. Is anybody else different? How about the Camero Pact? They also need 1,500 silver, and also they need more goodwill. And lastly, the Loten. I am sure it's going to be the same thing. They need 1,500 silver. Okay, that's fine. We will have that, no problem. Is that all the chem fuel I have? 5? Okay, I definitely need more chem fuel. More chem fuel. Oh, look, I can put blackboards. It increases the child's learning rate. So I actually can make a legitimate classroom. I actually can make a legitimate classroom for them. I'm getting rid of the psychic emanator. Oh, where can I make a classroom? Daesh, why are you sleeping there? That's not your bedroom, Daesh. Oh, I guess it is. Alright, I guess you got kicked out of something. You used to be somewhere else, I know that. So I don't have any spare places for a classroom. Let's see. Where do we want a classroom? By the mortars? Over here? I put one like that? I think I can. I could put them like that and like that. So a wide room would actually work. This room doesn't. This room's too small. No matter how I slice it, this room's going to be too small. It never was meant to be a classroom. It was put there on just quickly. Where can I make a classroom? I'm eyeing over here only because it's a good spot. Put it next to the prison. That's kind of getting far. Remember if you haven't been around, and this is one of the newer episodes you're watching, or first episodes, we have our whole theory of our main base, our core. Then we have our outskirts, then we have our super outskirts. So the core of the base is right here, essentially. This is where people are going to go daily, and we don't want it to be bigger than that. Then we have the outskirts, which are places that people will go daily. The core is multiple times per day. And then the super outskirts are the more rare things. So coming to the biosculptor pods once a week or so. The waste pack area, that's not very often either. So I know for a fact that our school desks are going to be in high demand. So if they're going to be in high demand, I need to make sure that they're in the core of the base. I mean, I'm eyeing this recreation room. I moved the marriage spot. It doesn't really matter, but I moved it. This recreation room, I don't know. I feel like it needs a dedicated room. I do. I could put... I actually think I'm going to just move this emanator and see if I could fit the 3 blackboards in here. Will they walk around that blackboard is the question? I guess we're going to find out. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna see if she can walk around this real quick. Fluff. She can. Okay, good. Now, can you move this then while you're here? Good. Okay, that's a very cramped classroom, but there's 3 blackboards, which should increase the learning speed. Yeah, I think I can just plop this little stuff down anywhere. So I'm trying now. We'll see if it works. Learning rate is 20% and there's 3 connected per building. So learning rate bonus 60. I wish I would have known. So always put blackboards because your learning rate bonus is 60% with 3 of them. Holly has been diligently attempting to learn and is doing a great job. She's at growth tier 6. So we'll see how much better it will be now that I've done that. Is there anything I'm missing? I kind of just stumbled upon that when I was looking for a 1x1 table for a quick little break room somewhere. Oh, look, a toy box. You can use that. You can use that to play with babies. Okay. A wider bookcase instead of a small, but that's fine. I'm good with what I have. I wonder how it's going to be when I have both Polly and Phineas. Because I think the student sits here and the teacher sits there. So I won't be able to learn. I won't be able to teach both of them at the same time. That would be a problem. How's the monument doing? Oh, good. Almost done. And then we'll get that cataphract helmet. It's done. Okay. All right, Kate, you're going to get that cataphract helmet. Where is it? Recon armor. Where's the helmet? There it is. Okay. So, Cataphract Helmet, Masterwork, 174 protection against Sharp. That's great. I gotta give it to Kate. She's gotta be the one. Beep beep. Oh, look, she's wearing it. It's got a visor and everything. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign my people that I always bring on caravans as melee, as armored, you know, the proper. So that way I don't need to worry, because I messed up last time. Okay. Okay, I have Kate at the styling shop. Her favorite color is what? Gray. Of course it is. Let's see her change to gray. There you go. Mechanoid cluster, of course. All over the place, actually. What is that? Do you see that? What's this? Oh, it's all... That's them landing. Okay, alright. Well, nice. Okay. Well, I'd say that's somewhat formidable. A weather controller for fog. Centipede burner. They have an inferno cannon. This is a mech assembler. They will make a pikeman. Okay, we got a mech capsule, So these are all sealed once we open them up. Alright, this is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Is there a shield? So, what should I be doing first? There aren't very many defenses, actually. I should be killing that, and that, which I could easily do by just having people jump to them. Same thing here. There's only one military, Lancer. Pikemen, those are dangerous, the pikemen. One thing I did notice is that this is inside of a steel wall. So I should mortar it. But I also kind of think that what would be smart for me to do would be to get these turrets. I can't get them from that direction, and they know I can't. So they're smart like that. I can't get it from that direction. Can't get it from that direction. I'd have to sneak up on it. It's dormant. That's fine. And then what I'd want to do is I would want to create a hole in the fence here, in the wall. Lure out anything that opens up here and have a whole firing squad to just take care of them. That's really what we need to do. So, let's be smart. What is the range of your rifle? It's 31. Okay. So 31, we'll call it from here. So 31. We're going to have a little bit of a semicircle, I assume. So I think we'll have our firing squad kind of like here. Okay. That seems good to me. So let's make some sandbags. We haven't done this. We've always been too reactive. We're going to do something like that. Okay, good. Those are our sandbags. And then we don't need to cover up from up here because we're only going to be firing from this way. So to start this battle, the only real thing we need to do is make sure that we're not able to get hit by these. Okay, so the other idea would be, like I said, we're going to make a hole in this wall here. We're going to aggro all these centipedes and everything else. We can't get attacked by these inferno turrets, the charge turrets, because they won't have line of sight. The only one we can possibly get attacked by would be this little slugger turret may get us in this direction here. So let's do a wall. How close can I get without waking them up? Like, can I literally do that? We're going to try that. And Zach is going to do this all because he can get away fast if he needs to. So he's going to prep us. He's going to prep this whole battle. Look how fast he is. Go, Zach, go. Inspired recruitment, Pompeiana. We don't have anyone in prison, so. Can you build these real quick? Okay, one more. Nice. Okay, so now none of these have line of sight to us. So they won't even attack over this way because, first of all, he can't reach. And second of all, he won't ever see us. That's where you had to go to get Claw? Well, that was kind of crazy. How much cloth does it take? 5? How much are you carrying? 35. Okay. Okay, what do you think about this plan as this is unfolding? I built a quick wall here while they're dormant. So he can't see us. This one can't see us. This one definitely can't see us. It wouldn't be able to anyway. There are walls here anyway. And the plan is I'm going to break down this wall. I'm building sandbags. I'll have my people positioned behind these sandbags. Why do we have somebody escaping? An animal's escaping. Hold on. We have hay. Hay's right there. Shouldn't be. Daesh. Get that hay. There you go. Alright, Zach, how we doing? Good, perfect. Okay, so the plan, like I said, hole in the wall here, sandbags, my whole army will be here. Ready to go. Now, I don't know what's coming out of these sealed capsules. That's the thing. They could be something really crazy, and we have no idea what they are. This one is going to make a pikeman, but it's going to take a few days. The battle will be over by then. I'm not worried about that. These centipede blasters, I think we'll be okay with those too. I don't think we can just like dilly-dally and just wait around, though. I think we need to take this battle. So what we'll do is we will wait until the morning when everybody has their food and then have a nice sleep and all that kind of stuff. Legendary work. Marak has created an assault rifle. Legendary. This weapon is engraved with an image of a constructoid putting together a biosculptor pod while smiling proudly. Two cowboys marvel at the biosculptor pod. The scene takes place on the outskirts of a township. This depiction relates to the constructoid finishing construction on a biosculptor pod on 14th of December, 5512. News of this valuable artifact will spread across the world. Aha, so that means we're going to get attacked. Part of me thinks I should put a wall here too, but I don't want to tempt fate. I don't know if they're going to get woken up if I go too close. The thought process if I put a wall here is so that then I can kill this without this thing hitting me. Component chunk, where? Oh, not that far. We'll go sometime. Not right now. We got a mech cluster to kill. Another component cluster or lump. Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that. Next episode we'll get both of those component clusters and probably get 300 components. Very good. How we doing with food? We got plenty of meat. We're getting more hay. We gotta have corn coming up soon. Oh, there it is. 1,300 corn right there. We have 400 kibble. We'll have more soon. How many meals do we have for people? Oh, well over 100. Good. All right, when everybody wakes up in the morning, we're going to go for it. To get that cluster. How many marine armors do we have? Another 9. Okay. Plus range is 45. I know there's like a radius that makes it a little bit weird. I don't know how to really count that out to make it a circle. But I would assume she certainly could be like here. With Tiffy. That's probably even too close. They could probably be even further than that. But that's okay. We're going to leave them right there. Tiffy and Fluff. Want Daesh to change her style because that'll help her mood by +1. Set to the favorite color. Back in 11 hours, so you're out. Nice. Daesh is wearing her favorite color. She has +1 mood. That's a pro tip. If you want to keep people's mood as high as they possibly can be, make them dye their clothes. Alright guys, time to recruit the troops here. We have 9 marine armors. We're going to say Fluff is coming. Leeb. Daesh. Howie. Marak. Aiko. Maker. And I think Yegalut? Yeah, Yegalut. I have too many people. Gotta keep track of all of them. Now, I just set them to the armored clothing schedule, so they should come in here and get their armor. They are. All right, I'm going to be careful here because there's going to be... We're going to have to get to a point where everybody's going to... they're going to be here for a bit. Let's just put it that way. Fluff. So I'm actually checking to see if they have eaten. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, Kate, Kate's gonna hide in here real quick. Kate has food needs, so in fact, let's make her eat a lavish meal. And then she can make her way down here. Zach, you're totally fine, so you're gonna just make your way down here. Okay. Baiko is relaxing socially. You're gonna go there. Daesh is playing billiards. Glad that you're doing that. Fleeb, you should go do something. Why aren't you doing your thing? Balakay. Fleeb has now woken up. And then who was the other one that I took in? It's gotta be Marak. Yeah, it's gotta be Marak. Oh, Howie. That's right. Leave. Daesh does not have a weapon. I knew that. Because I want Daesh to have the EMP launcher that I think Pompeyana has. She does. Drop that, Pompeyana. What's the range on that? Don't know. Doesn't matter right now. Maker, eat your meal, and make your way down. Maker your way down here, Maker. That was pretty bad. Howie, how are you doing? You're good? Come on down, Howie. We need you. Where's Tippy? There's Tippy. Nice. Okay, we're going to deconstruct this wall. Quick. Well, not deconstruct, actually just hit it. And that, I bet you that wakes him up. Okay, it does. Good. Now. Who just got shot? Anybody? No. All right, you guys are going to come here. You're backup, remember, Kate and Zach. Aha. We got some Lancers. They are very vulnerable to melee. Lancers are. So Zach and Kate are going to get them. I think they should long jump. Close the distance. Go ahead, Zach. We have militars right here. Is that the right distance? I think I did it. Yes, I did. Everybody else is going to unload in a second. As soon as they walk through, this either should get attacked by everybody. These two are going to get attacked. These Lancers are going to get attacked by Kate and Zach. So we should be okay right here. They're not going down as fast as I thought they would. Daesh is not here yet. That's not Daesh's fault. That's my fault. Okay, those Lancers died fairly quickly. Just trying to think if I want to move anybody around. I'm going to leave Zach and Kate protected over here. Medical treatment needed by Maker. How did he even get hit? He got hit in the sternum. Ouch. That's that pikeman. Pikemans are rough. Oh, this rhinoceros. Nice. Well, Howie, use your animal war call on the rhinoceros. Why not? I actually think the rhinoceros is going to attack him anyway. These Lancers are not great. Militaire died. Expected that. Another militaire died. Okay, militaires are dying. I expected all of that. That's fine. These centipede guys. I don't like these pikemen. Did Daesh make his way down here yet? Now I'm getting a little annoyed at Daesh. At her. We got two injured people, Marak and Maker. Should be okay. Kate move, Zach move. Do I want them to jump in? Kind of feel like they should. Oh, what was that from? Something shot fire. Maker, Howie. Back up. Reposition. Zach and Kate, go. You gotta go in. Zach is fleeing. Understood. Why is Maker right there? Because he's on fire. He's on fire. Okay. Daesh, what's your range here? Pretty good range, Daesh. We're gonna do something pretty heroic here, Daesh. Daesh, get here. Okay, we just got centipedes left. We're gonna get Daesh here. Are they alive? These are not alive. Okay, we need somebody, and I'm gonna volunteer Maker. Everybody's okay. Daesh, you gotta get there. We actually don't need to worry about this fire. We're not gonna worry about this fire. We're gonna just get Maker down here. They're too much in the line of fire. I gotta back up Kate and Zach. They'll protect over here. How much does this one hurt? I'd like you guys. Why is Pompeyana down here? She's repairing the cloth sandbags. Well, okay. I thank you for that. Let's focus fire. I don't like this one right here. Pompeyana, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? She just walked right into the field of everything. Pompeyana, go home. I don't even know what to say to you right now. I'm just gonna click over here. You're gonna go with your kid, and that's it. Pacheco's down here repairing a slate wall. I mean, guys, come on. Is that because it's part of our home? I bet. Let me see. Clear home area. Okay, so word to the wise: clear your home area, and they won't repair it. Zach is fleeing fire again. Alright, so we do have a little bit of an issue over here. I think we're going to be smart. We're going to try to be smart. We're going to jump over this thing. And we're going to hit it from this side. So that way our people can shoot without hitting us. Because that's a problem. That one's down, and that one's down. I think they're all down. They're all down. Okay, now we just need to smartly take care of these turrets, which Kate and Zach will do. And I may release everybody in a second, but I want to make sure that everybody's okay. What was that shot? Just a random shot out of nowhere. See the range here? It won't shoot within this area. So if I jump, can't. I gotta go like that. I think one like that. Okay. Oh, Constructoid. You'll be okay. These things are very inaccurate. This charge turret is going to attack. Oh, I'm surprised actually. Why is this not attacking? Oh, it is, okay. Get that. Okay, no weapons are alive. We can actually clear all this out. First thing we're going to clear out is this mech assembler, because that is actually actively making something. Everything else can be cleared out very easily. We are going to send everybody back home. And mission accomplished. Good job. Okay, let's get this fog machine. They did a good job with the fog machine, even with fog, because like you can't see as well. Your aim is down. Hey, that rhinoceros is downed. He's gonna die in a half hour. Can't do anything about it. Sorry. Chakin's awake. Chakin, you have been slacking because you've been in it says that the base is 6% to convert Daesh, and she has a power of 235, so it might go down by 7%. Oh, actually, I can deconstruct all this now. Oh, good. I don't even need to... I was going to try to destroy these mech capsules. Deconstruct all these mech nodes. Deconstruct this unstable power cell. Wait, what's this do? A mechanoid power generation unit, the vanometric power core will run forever, extracting energy from quantum foam fluctuations. An internal amplifier system makes it unstable. If damaged, the unit will generate a massive explosion. Okay, we are not going to do anything with that. We're going to leave that alone for now. Daesh's certainty is now 78%. For some reason, I don't want to touch that unstable power cell. Even though it's not going to get... I want to actually just blow it up later on. After this is all deconstructed, because I do not want to use that power cell. It will blow up at the most inopportune time. We're going to deconstruct everything here. Okay, that was a very good... Oh, Pompeiano, what's going wrong with you? Just go eat something. You were acting very irresponsibly, Pompeiano. Yeah, you need to rest. Everybody else is... Look at all these people that are hurt. Tiffy's going to probably help to patch him up a little bit. Alright, very good. Okay, so we survived the mech. attack, we finished our monument, which we only need to protect for 13 more days. So 2 days already went by. We're going to sketch out super quickly what our ship is going to look like, because I need 18, I need 19 crypto sleep caskets. So if we put the ship reactor, well, let's start with the engine. We're not going to actually do the engine first. How wide is this? 20? I think I did 20. We're gonna think about making that 21 because symmetry and such. Paved tiles. Okay, that's 21 wide. Okay, so 11's right. Gotta be right there. Okay, we're gonna say ship engines are ultimately going to be there. So let's make the reactor there. Okay. So if the reactor's there, we need the structural beams, which we talked about. We said here and here, we were going to make the caskets hang off the side, but that doesn't make sense. What if we did something like... Does that work? I don't know if that works. That seems kind of weird. Oh. No. 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 Maybe. That's way too much. I've well over-designed that. I think I need to kind of... Like, do I even need structural beams around my ship reactor? It didn't seem like it. It doesn't give any kind of instructions on how to actually build it. But what I do know, at the very least, let's just see real quick if we did sleep caskets. I can't actually do them yet because there's no beam here. But I would fit like 6, 12. I guess I could put some there, but that doesn't make sense either. Like, is this stuff exposed to the outside? I really just don't know how it works. But either way, one thing we do know for sure is that it's going to take up a good amount more room, which we knew already. So we kind of estimated every single time you go back to all the episodes, episode 47, 51, 58, 62, and all the other ones in between where I mentioned ships. I probably did it like that. I probably drew it like that. And I think it's going to turn out perfect. We will continue to explore that next episode because that's it for this one. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more Name Babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.